Your Excellency Senator Abiola Ajimobi, Director General Ntaranya Sanginga, and other members of IITA senior management, distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is a distinct honor to have this opportunity to welcome you to the commissioning of this magnificent building. I want, on behalf of management, to thank very much the federal government of Nigeria for providing the resources to make this possible. This building is going to help us address a major challenge. This is the challenge of ensuring that farmers have ready access to high quality seeds and planting material of recommended varieties at the right time and the right quantities. With the changing climate and changing preferences in the market, our plant breeders and their partners work very hard over several years to come up with new varieties that are better adapted to these changing conditions. But these varieties have no value to society if we cannot get them into the hands of farmers. It's of no value to the relevant value chains. Now, it's not simple for a country with the size of Nigeria, for instance, for a new variety really to penetrate all the different areas, even for our grain crops like maize, cowpea, soybean. But this is far worse when you consider the starchy staples like yam, cassava, banana, plantain. And this is because of the nature of their seed. They are very slow to multiply. You plant one seed of maize, in 4 months, you might come up with 300, 400 seeds. You do that with any of the other crops, you are talking about 10, a ratio of 10 to 1 in about a year. These materials are very bulky to transport. Imagine transporting the planting materials for covering 10 hectares of yam, banana, or plantain. Compare that to planting the same with maize. Their planting materials accumulate a lot of diseases that lead to loss of vigor when they are recycled year after year, which is what is happening. And of course, most of the commercial seed companies are not interested in multiplying this. So over the years, we've done research that has really the solution to most of these challenges. So we now have the technologies developed here or adapted from elsewhere that can address this. And these are the technologies that through this building, we are going to make sure benefit the society. Several IITA units will make use of this building for that purpose, but we've also signed a concession agreement with a private company incorporated under the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Contact Global Agro Limited, that over 5 years is also going to use the facilities here to generate hundreds of thousands of planting materials, little plants that would help with the challenge that we are facing now. So with Contact Agro, we are going to have 565 meter squares allocated for tissue culture in the laboratory, producing little plants of cassava, yam, cocoa, and other tree crops in the laboratory. And then bring these little plantlets out into the field here behind me, where greenhouses and screen houses will be erected over up to a hectare of land, so that they are hardened or conditioned now for sale for farmers to use. Your Excellencies, even at the peak of production, this will still be part of the story. In my mind's eye, I see a situation where this is used only as a hub. that actually delivers materials to satellite propagation or multiplication centers that are manned by seed producers. Could be the youth, it could be retired civil servants, but there will be satellite production centers that now obtain materials from here. In that case, this now has a bigger reach. And you might say, with one hub, would that be enough? Maybe not. This is the start. I know our Director General has his eye on a second hub that would also feed additional satellite production centers. With these, Your Excellencies, I'm sure we'll have more regular access of farmers to very high quality planting materials of much better varieties that are being produced by the breeding programs. But if the farmers do have particular specialty varieties, probably fitting a particular niche market, and they do not want to stop growing that one, that is okay. Because by passing the seed of the same variety through this process, the tissue culture in here, and making sure that with our facilities we certify them as clean from pests and diseases, you reinvigorate these varieties. They produce much better. So, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, colleagues, the positive impacts from what we are starting today is going to be tremendous. Thank you very much for your attention.